Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Deadly Premonition 2. What a playthrough it's been so far, huh? What a weird game. What's even weirder about it is, I swear there's stuff that's not working. Like this here is supposed to be, I think they said this is supposed to be an area where you can set your charms or whatever. Yet, I can't seem to set them. I know I have some now. I know I have some because I just earned some in the last dungeon, right? But for some reason I can't seem to do anything with them. Maybe I gotta go back to the voodoo guy? I don't even know. Maybe I gotta go back to the voodoo guy. I don't know what's going on. We're definitely gonna sleep to get some health back. Sleep to get some health back. Okay. Wow, I barely got any health back. I guess you really need to sleep elongated periods of time to get your health back in this game, huh? Let's see. What can we expect now on our little clues board here?
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Yeah, let's see what we figured out.
We've got a complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one. Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of.
Alright. Let's see people we found in their relationships. Yeah, look at this.
Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim.
CM Fool just sent me $1.30. Says, I have important information on the Fire Emblem story. Play the quiet man. Gee, thanks a lot. Moonwubba says, can you recap the story from the last stream? Dude, I think that literally that's what we're going to do. I think this is going to be like a recap segment where we try to figure out stuff from the clues. So I think you tuned in at the right time, Moonwubba. Let's see how this goes here.
Lise Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family.
There you go.
Her mother is Galena, an ex-actress, and Lise clearly inherited her beauty. Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's.
Okay.
Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
PJ, Danny, or Melvin Woods? It's definitely not Melvin Woods. That's the police guy, the sheriff. It's Danny Clarkson. We ran into him. This is the guy who had the heavy, like southern accent.
That's right. Lisa's father is Danny Clarkson.
Yep.
His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Danny struck the heart of Galena and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family. Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born a Clarkson.
What the hell? So his last name isn't Clarkson. He married Galena and then took on her last name. That's interesting.
But he's still just the son-in-law.
Huh.
Next comes what happened to Lise. According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree. I believe that's the same 10-foot-tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse. Now, what did this man do to Lise prior to her murder?
Yeah, I don't know. If I heard her at jazz bar, stole her truck on Sunday, stalked her around town.
Yes, that's it, Zach. The man as tall as an oak tree followed Lise around and watched her.
By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, you the gamer play the role of Zach, which is apparently the alternate personality of York. Because you're basically break the fourth wall. I'm making choices, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you picked the right thing, Zach." Like I'm Zach. See, that's kind of interesting.
Despite his towering stature, he must have been rather shy. Or perhaps he was merely biding his time and planned to kidnap her from the very start. If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime. Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of the scene of the crime, I did some profiling in the plantation's control room. The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific. But we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Zach?
Pretty gruesome.
Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson?
We think it was her mother, Galena Clarkson.
Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her, while she was dreaming about some bizarre new world. This is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen. The fact that Galena set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated. Remember, not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history.
Really? Not a single sacrificial human murder has been proven and documented in American history? I didn't know that.
The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games. And sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task.
Huh.
In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else. You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you? We'll need to have a word with her in the near future. Who's the stylish woman we saw during the profiling?
Professor R, Professor R, Professor R.
Professor R. We haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case. Let's wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the Deep South something? The people here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for. Might be nice to move down here after I retire. What, still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
Board bonus, $10. Okay. Alright. Remember, one thing I want to do for side content, I want to see if I can make it be like 4:35 in the afternoon. People said that this guy David, who works at the hotel, will be acting as the bellhop at that time, and maybe then I could talk to him about the water pressure and do that side mission. We'll have to see. I also unlocked a bunch of other side quests. Down at the police department. So we can see if we can do those as well as we run through the town. Okay. Oh, loading. Froze up. Yes, the power of Nintendo Switch. Can you handle it? What the hell? There's a gator in a
Galena
pool?
can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
Whoa!
If what you say is true, Daniel, how do you plan to prove it?
Is it the head of the
It's
family?
nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control of Lucari. 100 years. I always thought my legacy would live on for 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
Yet it looks to me like times have changed. We ain't in the good old days no more. You understand me, boy.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Paul. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong again. But first, I need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home, the town of Lucari has been cursed.
Lenny? Who's Lenny? We don't know yet.
We can't stop what's happening now. It's too late. It's beyond me. No.
Solid snake
It's
collection.
beyond the mind of anyone who comes from the olden days. You understand me now, boy?
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Paul.
Are you serious about this?
Yes, sir. Right hand of God. Look right in my eyes. I ain't lying. I'm serious. I just need you to lend me some troops, sir. We need retribution right now. That's the job I've been given, and I intend to do it.
Well then, Let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson. And all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll need an arm.
An arm?
What?
Well now, you want to use my troops, I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really serious about this. Just one arm.
What?
Slide it on through that wire there, and it'll take care of it for you.
What?
Paul, I mean, you're joking, right?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No, but...
He wants the gator to eat his arm right off?
You want to become a real Clarkson, then you done got yourself a job to do.
What the hell?
Wait, Paul, I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out at the last minute, right? You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way. You can't be serious, sir. Hey, knock it off, you assholes! Let me go! He's just joking with me. Let me go, goddammit!
Why are they doing this?
Oh, please, sir, don't do this!
What the fuck?
Just tell me this is a joke, please!
Yeah, why is he doing this? Ah! What the hell, man? Why did he do that? What is going on? Maybe he just really didn't like
I
him.
am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do.
Okay. Inappropriate music.
That be
Play.
the law of this land.
What the fuck, dude? Oh, he's still playing the saxophone. Oh, this is the jet. What the fuck? A dude in his underwear. Why is there a guy in his underwear? What the? What is this? Oh, we went from a scene of a guy getting his arm eaten by an alligator to a black dude in his underwear playing saxophone. What is happening? What is going on? What the fuck? What the hell, man? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, out of all the things that I thought I would be doing in a video game today, the last thing I thought I would see is a scene of a man's arm being eaten by a gator, juxtaposed with a nearly naked black man playing saxophone. What is happening? Nose Vacuum cheered and said, he's the cousin of the naked dude from Yakuza. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Episode 1 complete. Completion time roughly 8 hours. 2 days passed. 7 enemies defeated. I didn't have to continue. And I earned cash. I didn't earn any completion rewards or payments owed. Special reward, disaster aversion bonus, sharpshooter bonuses. All the different bonuses I earn. Pedestrian damage. Yeah, because I ran into that pedestrian, remember? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, let me save up. What the fuck, dude? Seriously. What? Oh. Everyone else at the jazz club was clothed. Just the black guy's in his underwear. What's this?
York, you can hear me, right?
What's this
I'll
now?
be with you soon.
Oh, Zach. This is Zach
I'm
talking.
not sad. Honestly, I can't wait. It's all I think about lately. I mean, we'll be together again. We'll get to discuss movies, food again.
So this is
Everyone
Zach,
around
not
here
York.
has bad taste. They don't understand things the way we do. It's a shitty world filled with shitty people. Oh, that reminds me. There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right?
What's he talking about? Like
As
the
soon as I get
afterlife?
there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers and yogurt smoothie.
Peanut butter hamburgers?
So excited, York.
It sounds like that's Zach. Like York died, and Zach is the one left behind who has cancer, and he's excited to die to see York again. Those are the two personalities.
Please.
Oh God, there's the
York,
fairy.
Don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer. I still have one job left to do. I need to finish it. I have to. Or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
Wow, what is happening, man? 2019. Okay. Thompsonville, suburb of Boston, Massachusetts. We're back at his house now.
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise. But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her.
Oh, man. Oh, York dies at the end of the first game. Kaysen killed him. So at the end of the first game, the personality of York gets killed off, but Zach survives. So that's why he's only Zach now? Is that what it is?
What a terribly convenient story. You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there. Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
Huh. So this is it. They're gonna try to tie all these cases to him like he was the killer.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Lucare report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report.
Greenvale was the first game.
As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect. Then you did it again and again. And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files. Metaphysical offender profiling. Mr. Morgan.
Whoa, is it lightning?
Would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
We could try. But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand.
So you could never understand my metaphysical profiling.
You see, it doesn't pertain to this side.
That's the other world. That's how he does it, using the other world.
Come, my fairy. Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire. What? You're too shy?
Ah!
Mr. Morgan?
What is this fairy?
Mr. Morgan!
Come on out. Don't be afraid. You can do it.
Oh my god.
It's okay. Come on. Come on.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection. Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons. I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Old messy letters?
A stack of old letters. These must be the letters that he mentioned in the report. That dragonfly mark proves it.
Huh.
Those letters look very old. The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this? Constant silent phone calls, unmarked letters. She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion several times. And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
Ah, she thinks it's him.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in your report.
Oh, why not?
No direct connection to the case. That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. Which are you?
That's enough for now. This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Okay.
Someone stole Lisa's body and it's been missing for the past 14 years. I find it hard to believe that it was simply hidden in that cold storage warehouse the entire time. Why wasn't a more
Right.
detailed investigation carried out?
So, apparently what they're saying is in our 2005 investigation, we'll never find the body. And now supposedly it's found 14 years later, randomly in that warehouse? Why, right, why wouldn't anyone actually search the whole warehouse for the body then? That is weird.
Reading over it again, I can't help but notice how well organized this report is. One might even call it perfect. Except some parts have been redacted in an extremely suspicious way. Why are all these places blotted out?
Okay.
Mr. Morgan, according to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose. Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
Oh.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it. It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic, you know?
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Right?
You two think this is a joke? Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
Am I alive? Yes, I'm alive. I'm listening to the plot. There's not much to react to right now.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry, from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
It's freaking weird.
I knew it wouldn't go that easily. Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way.
Golden Cold Shooter said, things are becoming dangerously chill. Do something. What do you need me to do? It's a plot. It's developing. Can everyone
I
relax?
could use Agent Jones here.
Everyone just relax, man. What's going on? Window behind Zach, a pile of DVDs, or nervous Simon?
Films teach us all we need to know? That's ridiculous. I'd rather read a book than watch a stupid movie.
People says too relaxing. What can we do to make this not as relaxing? Here, hold on. Alright, let's continue, shall we?
That's the window that faces the street out front.
Wow, look at all, you guys are missing out on a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm telling you, there's crazy shit happening in the game you can't
I can
see.
tell just from the layout of his furniture.
Oh man, you're missing out on so much.
Now I'm surrounded by everything I couldn't see out there.
Alright. Okay, nervous Simon.
Agent Jones is completely checked out. Despite the fact that we're heading deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole here.
Okay. We talk about the DVDs.
It's bugging you, isn't it, Aaliyah?
Huh? What?
I get it. I get it. It's bugging me too. It's even got my heart racing a little.
What?
I mean, look at this. Nothing but DVDs. Not a single Blu-ray in sight.
No
just
Blu-rays.
pure, unadulterated DVDs.
Uh.
And he's got VHS tapes too.
He's a real fan of Spaceballs. He's got Spaceballs on VHS right there. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's a great selection right there to have, Spaceballs. Old McCloud7 just cheered. He said, have a random band lottery to keep everyone on their toes. Yes. Here, I need to have, like, noisemakers. Oh, you're falling asleep. It's called plot development, guys. It's okay. Everyone relax. We're listening. We're trying to see how the plot's unraveling here.
I don't even have a VHS player in my house anymore. Whoa. Look at this. Check it out.
Ah!
This one's got a lot of pizza in it, remember?
Yeah. What you've got is what they need, and what they do are dirty deeds. They're the Spaceballs.
You're not wrong, Simon. There's a very large quantity of pizza in that film.
Pizza the Hut. Remember Pizza the Hut?
1987, directed by Mel Brooks.
Let's talk about Spaceballs. It's a great movie.
The version on that tape is the one we recorded back when you could catch it on cable TV.
Yeah, back when they used to show movies on regular TV, you could record them for later. Fast forward through the commercials.
Seriously? Damn, Morgan, that's incredible. You're really living the dream, man.
Oh yeah, he's living the dream. Look at him. Look at his life.
I hope you both haven't forgotten that this conversation is also being recorded.
Let me see. That says the chilling murder mystery is just far too chill. It's the problem. Wow. What about the window behind Zach?
This is a nice building. Layout isn't bad either. Whew. Must be rather expensive to rent a place like this in Boston. How many other rooms are there in this apartment? That room over there, your bedroom?
You would think.
Why so curious, Belle? It almost sounds as if you're seeing this place for the first time. Aside from the hardware shop on the first floor, every apartment in this building has the exact same layout.
Oh.
We're well aware that you studied the layout of this apartment before you came to see us. There's no need to act so roundabout. Just be honest. Say it. I want to see your bedroom.
Okay. DSP Pepe says, if you could have any chef cook for you and your wife for dinner, who and what would it be? Oh man, I don't know. That actually would be an interesting question for my wife and I to talk about, because we like a lot of different cuisine, you know? Would it be an American chef making something like ribs or steak, or you know what I mean? Or chicken? Would it be Indian style, high-level gourmet cuisine? Would it be like a, you know, some kind of Asian fare? When it comes to, say, like Chinese or Cantonese or Vietnamese or I don't know. Italian. Authentic Italian food. Man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a tough question. Kid cuisine, that's right. Little chicken nuggies with the little brownie that bakes. It goes boop when you bake it in the oven. Yeah, maybe that. Okay, anyway.
Well then,
Doesn't mean we'll let you see it, though.
Alright, the only thing left is nervous Simon.
Agent Jones,
Bah!
are you paying attention?
He's in his own world.
Or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket. Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh, right. Guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm actually kind of nervous.
Is it considered bad manners to have your hands in your pockets when you're seated? I never even heard that one before. Nose vacuum cheers. So why is it a bad idea to make a DSP tries it with Cat's homemade food? Because, number one, DSP Tries It is a series based on things that we have that are commonly available. Like, you go to the fast food place right now, buy what I'm going to try on DSP Tries It. It's a review series. It's for people to learn if things are good or not and try it for themselves. That's the point of DSP Tries It. You can't try Cat's homemade food. It's only for us. So what's the point of me trying it and rating it? Number two, like, what do you mean? Like, what, I should do a new recipe or something? This has nothing to do with the fucking game and stream. What am I talking about? Why am I wasting my time just derailing with this nonsense?
I'm not used to this sort of thing.
Why am I entertaining this nonsense?
Data analysis is my specialty, you know.
Then what is he doing here?
I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
Pizza. He wants pizza.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start? Maybe I should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation.
Oh, shit! I didn't even know you could go up to the ceiling light. Look at that.
An elegant antique lighting fixture. And most of his other furniture is of the same quality. Why is his room such a mess, then? This is why, instead of calling him a dangerous person, they've labeled him a high-functioning sociopath.
Because he has a fucking chandelier? What? That doesn't make any sense. The sociopathic chandelier.
Just the usual around here. No need to worry.
You heard that thumping?
The usual?
Yes. A strange person lives upstairs. Every now and then, he makes noise.
Sambuca 2022 said, are you losing your mind, Phil? Do you put your fingers to your head and see things? Did you hear that, Zach? Sambuca's asking us if we're crazy. But we find that charming and funny, don't we, Zach?
What's strange about him?
Oh my god.
Several years ago, a woman was murdered upstairs.
Oh.
Her husband still lives there.
Yikes.
He's ex-BPD, and apparently he's still searching for the killer.
Oh my god, that's a dark story.
But it seems like they cut all support for the investigation due to decreased funding. The team on the case wanted to keep working on it, but the suits wouldn't hear of it. A tale as old as time. Due to his situation, perhaps, he's been making a lot more noise recently, like you just heard.
You never noticed anything, Agent Jones.
Well, I did hear some loud noises every now and then.
Yeah, they're saying that he had been coming here for a while, I guess, Jones.
But I didn't think they were real noises coming from upstairs. I mean, look at him.
Oh, look, hear that? Thump.
It's not like he's reacting to the noise. He always just went about his business as usual for all the years I've watched him.
What? Rugrats just hit me $1 says, you know this game is actually the prequel or the prologue to the upcoming Spike Lee joint called Bug Snacks? This is all a big tie-in. Oh my god. It's the biggest viral marketing campaign ever, right? You buy this game, you play it, at the very end, it explains the rationale behind bug snacks. Alright, that makes perfect sense.
So I just figured it was coming from the TV.
You really amaze me sometimes.
Nah. Okay.
So far, everything checks out with the report. But there were always some parts of the report that didn't make sense. He expects me to believe he just happened to solve a case this difficult while he was on vacation?
That seems to always be what happens to him.
And metaphysical offender profiling? I won't let him distract me with his fancy made-up words. After you arrested Galena Clarkson, you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Oh, Belle. We think we finally understand what you're trying to say. But don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know.
Okay. So we're gonna go back now to 2005 because they basically said that a lot of people were dying.
It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess. Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us. You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
Huh?
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest. And you only ate once. Some pizza delivered
What the?
by Simon.
So he knew all about her spying on him?
Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued
What?
to watch us.
You didn't have any hydration and you used the bathroom for 49 hours?
You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes. And because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
But
Oh, coffee. Thank you, my fairy.
What it's saying is he always he always found a way to solve serial murder cases. That's why she suspects he's a serial murderer himself. See? That's how he knew how to solve the cases, because he was always a serial murderer himself.
If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really has a way of interfering with our lives.
Okay then.
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious.
It's the best damn cup of coffee ever.
I thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there. Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is.
Oh, come on. Alvin Murch says the guy with the glasses, Simon, is the epitome of a soy boy. He's the soy boy. Poster boy, soy boy.
Coffee is a sacred drink. Coffee saved us. If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments like this.
Big black cumulonimbus clouds are in the sky. And that sound. Thunder snow is coming.
Thunder snow? What the hell is thunder snow? I've never experienced thunder snow before. Lightning in the sky.
Ominous. It's almost like a manifestation of the atmosphere in this room right now. Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Really? Because I lived in Connecticut and we didn't get thunder snow, and that's one state over, right? Or 2 states over from Massachusetts?
Well, I'm not used to the cold. If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm. Agent Jones, after we're done here,
He's got his hands back in his pockets again.
Is something the matter?
Yeah, look.
Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay. I just...
You just what?
What?
My stomach's been letting some thunder loose, too.
What?
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Oh my god.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you? Now is really not the time for this.
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal.
He's gotta launch some torpedoes.
You can make it. It's not very far.
What the hell?
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee. Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker. There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh yeah. That reminds me. There's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
A secret weapon? Rob just to me $10. He says 90% white noise from Ubisoft. So you're talking about the stupid Ubisoft forward press conference that's happening right now, and I'm skipping it on purpose because I knew it was going to be bad. This is not surprising to hear, Rob. Thank you for the $10 tip, by the way. Not surprising to hear at all that it's all fluff and garbage. Like I said, I'll get caught up with that shit later. I'm not wasting time watching that trash. Zach's indulgence and Simon's briefcase. So Simon has a weapon in his briefcase?
He's chain smoking it nonstop.
Weed.
He's clearly dependent on it.
Huh.
Which means he might be dependent on other drugs as well.
Dude, no lie. Watching them have coffee, I kind of want a cup of coffee now. I'm thinking maybe once I split the part here, I might go make myself a cup of coffee for the stream. That would be good right now. A nice, refreshing cup of coffee. I'm craving coffee now.
Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, they got the drug.
And please, don't say no.
It's the drug from the Le Carre case.
Sang Rouge. The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating.
Really? They're still doing it down there.
It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But it's still very much alive. But only in a very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised? Did you somehow know this would happen?
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it.
Huh.
We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared. But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere.
What?
But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky. No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe. The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time. Someone who survived the incident in Le Carre.
So she thinks he knows the recipe? Oh, more the messy letters again.
Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia. In order to interrogate her, of course.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No, she didn't get the chance to. You see, she's gone missing.
What?
Whoa, Patricia went missing.
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open, and when they went up to check on her, she was gone. But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carre and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car. The '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, the two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston.
So she thinks it's him. She thinks he was the one who did this.
They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline. So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
I've had enough of your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness? Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with. Especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror. You look like the Grim Reaper. After you visited both Le Carre and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Belle. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy?
Oh my god, look at his eyes. It's like fish scales. What the fuck? See, this is interesting because you got the two timelines. In the present, he's suspected of either being involved in these murders or possibly have kidnapped this Patricia Clarkson now, right? In the past, he's trying to solve the case. This is cool. I like this time jumping mechanic. Well, we're at the sheriff's office. Jay Hale just to be $10 to drink coffee on stream, brother. DSP tries it. What? Oh god, she killed herself?
How did this happen in my town?
She killed herself.
God damn it!
Yeah. Saw the blood. Or someone could
The
kill
head
her.
and limbs were severed and lined up.
Oh!
To the lines that were drawn with her blood.
Alright, that's not suicide.
Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Severed roots?
This is the way the Clarksons kill someone when they want to cut them off from the family.
What?
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach? There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
She was
Yes, that's right, Patty.
cut apart while she was alive.
Galena was amputated while she was still alive,
Jeez.
and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
But certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever desire that?
This is exactly what happened to the
Mr.
daughter,
York.
right?
I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic. This is especially true for phenomena in which humans are involved. Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Well, no, I don't reckon I do. Yeah, might be too early to rule out those possibilities, just like you say.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive. You just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this?
That's true. She's still gonna
For
dissect
the
a
record,
dead body.
I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but
Holy moly, you're
Uh.
right! Patricia, CLG! Come on, sweetie. Kids shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
Wow. Mature adult juicer, what's up, Big Smelly? What's up, mature adult? How you doing? Galena was murdered in her holding cell. The Clarksons must be deeply involved. Patricia, thinks that it's the Clarksons who killed her. How weird, man.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI. You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York.
I bet my favorite song of the whole game so far. Do, 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 do. Wow, Maya the Bees just sent me $20. Said this story of the game is wild. I know people hate on the frame rate and shitty graphics, but worth it to experience the story and characters. Laughing out loud. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool murder mystery. I don't know, it's getting weirder and more gruesome the further in we get. And the time jump mechanic is also interesting because there's this mystery in the present versus this mystery in the past. You know, I don't know what's happening. The plot is good. It's just a shame there's not like a good game attached to the plot. You know what I mean? Thank you, Maya the Beast, for a $20 tip.
What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down, CLG?
Sure thing, Daddy. I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York.
This music is good. Motherfucker, looking for the body in the warehouse, motherfucker. Oh no, she got dissected in a cell. Oh well.
We can join back up later.
Oh my god. Oh well, that's the way it goes. In La
Galena killed her daughter, so her family cut ties with her.
Literally, they cut all the ties.
You really think that's what happened here, Zach? If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons used to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque butchering, even if it was for the sake of the family? There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation. As long as we keep moving, the answer will inevitably fling itself straight at us.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. This game is wild. Motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker, motherfucker. Deadly Premonition 2, motherfucker. What a game. Oh, cutscene? Cutscene. Yes, we're back in the past now, TM52 Twitch, 2005. What's that? Oh, he's back! Skeleton guy.
You found the flying serpent. But now, the flying serpent will come to find you.
The Clarksons.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become feasts, while others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous, but let me check with Zach.
A fine answer. Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the other world.
Okay. Another
Do
riddle
you
to solve.
comprehend the oracle?
Zach, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted, and things that should be accepted. And I believe this oracle is something to accept.
He's so weird. Who is he? Whee! What the fuck? I just see skeletal voodoo man all over the place. This is normal behavior.
Do you think we're crazy for believing everything that skeletal gentleman says?
Oh my god.
No, we're not crazy. Not one bit. This is our destiny, that's all. But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zach.
Okay, so we gotta figure this out. The next
The one who
thing.
fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. remember? Young Guns, 1988, directed
Young
by
Guns?
Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that. It's got to be for some purpose other than an attack or a threat. Raising a pistol up to the sky, then slowly pulling the trigger, kind of sounds like the start to a race. Don't you agree, Zach?
Oh, start to a race. The Thompson's farm? Oh man, I don't know. There wouldn't be a race at a bank. There wouldn't be a race at the voodoo place. There wouldn't be a race at the sheriff's department. Man, I don't know, maybe the farm?
Bingo, Zach. We're currently running a race here. And the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at Heaven. In other words, the person who first discovered the body.
Okay.
According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer.
I guessed. I didn't know this.
He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zach, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it. They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules. Any more objections, Zach?
Okay. What's the other
Within
oracle?
the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier. There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds, especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zach. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel.
Post office?
I mean,
no.
Come on. Who would
The
ever
diner?
use
No.
White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what country you're in.
Probably Casa Pineapple
Disinfectants,
Hotel.
jars of medicine, and white smocks.
Well, that would be
That's right.
Oh!
It's a place where people dress in all white. And this town doesn't have any labs in it, which means there can only be one answer.
A place where people dress in all white? Can't be an abandoned factory. Where do people dress in all white? In a hall full of beds? You would think it would be the hotel would be the hall full of beds. The church?
You never disappoint me, Zach.
I guessed right again.
It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white. It's definitely a white hall where people are invited into beds.
Oh wait, that's right. They mentioned earlier in the game in dialogue, the girl said that they don't have a hospital, they take care of the people at the church. She mentioned that earlier in the game. I forgot about that.
You always manage to impress me with your intuition.
Yeah.
I'm really counting on you here, Zach. And I know I'll always be able to.
I completely slipped my mind that that was mentioned earlier in the game. Alright, I got bonus, $15 bonus.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hoongan while I waited for you.
Hoongan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Not that story again. Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
Completely nuts.
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner. Not even in the entire FBI.
That's not true. I always work together with Zach.
Oh, right. Zach. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
I love how she thinks he's completely fucking nuts, right? Alright, so we got two new goals. The infirmary at the church and this shack outside of town that's supposedly a farm. Of course, we also have side content as well to do. Let's save the game. You just had a lot of cutscenes. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice this. I'm sorry. Shao Kahn artist tip $10. Just put on the vest. Sorry, I didn't even notice the tip, dude. My bad. So we've hit the tips goal for today. Thank you, guys. which means you guys get to pick a vest for me to wear. Actually, I'm gonna split the part here, and I'm gonna actually go make myself a coffee. I'm like craving coffee after that coffee scene now. So I'm gonna go quickly make myself a coffee. It'll take like 2 minutes. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue on. But you guys think about what vest you want me to wear, okay? All right.